Hello everybody, and welcome back. So this time around we're still taking a look at the Gilneas mod and a bit of the progression that has gone into it. So essentially what's new with it? Well, we've finished doing the rough texturing pretty much in the entire area, finished some sculpting of the land. As you can see, there's a bit more mounds, and it's sort of not very regular, and we wanted it to be that way. But there's some areas that are more finished than others. So as you can see here, these paths are new, and they're looking different. The inspiration of the palette is another area that was similar to the, I guess, Gilneas palette, but have these textures, and it works out fine. So these are some of the more shaped areas where a bit of sort of like the texture and spray from above looks really good. And so we have this bit of the foggy forest. We still haven't done the ground effects. The ground effects will probably come a little bit later down the line. We've got other details just cleaning up, and there's still details. It's not finished. This area is pretty close. It's looking kind of like what we would want. So yeah, we have the village now, and it's sort of properly fenced up now, and we have this little area. We still don't have the names of the zones. I haven't gone into that part of the work. Listen to that music, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, we have these zones, and more details are going to go into the actual building of the zone, but so far so good. Just mist everywhere. Listen to that haunting sound that's in the back, which is great. The house it's been blocked off, so you really can't go in there, but as you can see, some of the details that I was talking about were placed in, which is good. What else do we have to look at this time around? Well, you can see this from afar. It's looking nice. We're getting close to where we want to be with this. Okay, this entire area we've got the right amount of sort of texturing and whatnot, and the posts. With the ground effects, I think it'll look a lot nicer. Right now, it's still looking a bit rough. I haven't really touched the fort all that much, just maybe corrected a couple of things, and there's now mist sort of like hovering above it, which is fine. And so now we come down here, and as you can see, this path is new, and we're gonna head. You can see there's a little bit of like indentation in the road, so yeah, there's been a bit of work done. And so this is the cemetery. We might I don't know if we went here previously, but this is an enormous crypt. Okay, so this is a huge crypt that just it's enormous. It allows for a lot of role playing. It's one of the biggest, I think, underground complex in the game. It's about the size of Scholomance, actually, I think, which is saying a lot. So yeah, we have these areas. I think the other bit. Oh, we're gonna go to the port for sure. But there's these other elements just refined. So if we go to the manor, we get to the manor. The manor now has its proper fences and bushes, and it'll look better without these green ground effects being applied. We've also got a little bit more detail going on the side of the hill. It's all craggly, and if you can see the Forsaken threat in the back, which is great, because it sort of reminds players that are in this area that they are under threat from the Forsaken themselves. So it should be interesting. Now we're going to go to the port, which is another area that is somewhat finished and somewhat changed as well. Here we can see just over there, the Forsaken ship. Alright, now this area is almost done. There's details that need to be fixed, of course. You know, the little doodads and goober goops and ground detail. But yeah, this is the port now, and it's a little bit different from what it was before. It's inspired from a port in another game, and it's actually pretty good. And all we need to do, we now have the plank, so we can actually go into the ship and just really do pretty much anything we want, which is great. Okay, now we're in the water, which was not the best. But luckily, we actually put in a bit of shore. I think it's the only actual bit of shore that exists in this part of the map. I'm gonna add more shore areas. I just don't know where I'm gonna place them exactly. But yeah, so this is the port, and I think so far that's really most of the work that we've done. We did a bit of work on the city itself, but I don't really want to, you know, delve too deeply into that because for the next video I want to make sure to actually, you know, work on the city a bit more. But as you can see, things are a little bit cleaner. Edges are cleaner. There's a little bit of like texturing in the land, and so far, so good. So having said that, I think we're gonna probably leave it at that and come back to it when we've done a little bit more work on the town. You can see it's shaping up, but we need some tents and some banners and some stuff, and then we'll have a fully fleshed out village. And you can see the mountain there. It looks really nice. We'll actually end it on that note. So on that note, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed. We will come back with another video, hopefully with the final product or close to the final product for this mod. But that will be not next week, but the following week. So until then, everybody, take it easy and enjoy.